Hello there, it's Jocelyn with the Magic for Less Travel, and I wanted to walk you through the process of customizing your MagicBand here on your My Disney Experience account. The process has changed a little bit, looks a little bit different, so I want to go through that with you. So we're going to go here, this upper right-hand corner tab, My Disney Experience, that opens up a menu of options for you to select different things to do here. So I'm going to scroll down to My Magic Bands and Cards, and when we get there, you're actually going to see it looks like I've selected my Magic Bands, and I have done that. I've actually selected my complementary colors. I went through and grabbed screenshots for you. So at the end, I'll show you what you need to do to make sure that your order is done and complete, because what happens is if you go in here to edit order, it's going to look like it's not. So you can make changes if you're selecting all complementary colors. So here it brings up my order, and it looks like there's nothing there. So I'm going to select my Disney Traveler here. And you're going to see it's going to bring up today's current selection of Magic Bands available. So if you're a resort guest staying at Walt Disney World with a reservation, you receive one of these solid colors. These are complementary. They've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and gray. So that's a $14.99 value. And what Disney is doing is allowing us to use that value towards a special purchase of one of these upgraded themes. So that's great if you're a frequent traveler and you already have a solid color, or even if you're just a big fan and you want to get the latest Star Wars Magic Band or the Riviera Resort, or your daughter wants a Princess Magic Band. So they're a really fun souvenir to collect. And what's great is while we kind of go by the rule of they're good for about 2 years, the batteries inside these what are called pucks with a Mickey head on them, this puck can actually get changed and swapped out. So if you're upgrading to a customized band, you're going to have that for a long time. All you have to do is swap out the puck. And that's actually pretty fun too, because you can put some fun colors in there. So this selection does change. It changes all the time. I do usually find the best selection really early in the morning. I've seen up to 30-something different options here, and you can sort them by theme, by color, by price. And so there are some different prices for the upgrade. You've got $10 Magic Bands. Then there's some here. This is a $20. It's a pre-arrival exclusive. So this one is, you can get that before you're down there. That's a little bit more. Same with the Riviera Resort Band. Princesses are 10. So something for everybody here to get. So let's go. Let's pick, I'm going to go with gray. Gray's a fun puck to have to switch with another color. So here, when you get to this step, what you can do is customize the name here. So it limits you to 9 characters. So not a ton of room, but you can, you could do maybe 2020 trip, however you want to designate that this is your Magic Band, you can put that there. So you're going to customize the name. You can always leave it if it defaulted to the name and that's what you want, just leave it there. We see there's going to be no upgraded price for this, and complete. And then we're going to move on to the next guest. It's going to bring us back up here. Let's get minis. Let's see, let's go with pink for Minnie. I'm just going to do all complementary colors right now to show you how it looks. So we've got Minnie, we'll complete that. And then we're going to move on to Mickey. So Mickey select. What do you think? Let's do red for Mickey. Click on that there. We'll leave Mickey. No upgrade price, complete. So now we have a complementary color selected for every guest. So this is where you're not done and you want to keep going. Now you want to look down here and see review your order. And click on that button. You can also elect to not customize your Magic Bands and not get them. And if you are to get them shipped, if somebody in your party wants them and they do come to you, you can actually bring them to your resort upon check-in. They will recycle those for you. So if you're looking to be a little bit more green, certainly bring any that you have used or brand new ones and bring them back to the resort. So here we've got complete your order. So we've got everybody here. It tells you the engraving. It's kind of the name actually ends up on the inside, the back of this puck here. So that's where you're going to see the word mom. And then we've got no additional cost. Our address, you can change your shipping address. So if you want something, want them to go to somebody else's address in your party and not necessarily yours, make sure you edit your address there. and we're not going to have any money due. So what I need to do is make sure I click on the terms and conditions here and then complete my order. And so that is the last step that you need to ensure that you have gone through. And so if you've done this, you don't ever have to go back in and do it again. So what it's going to tell you is thank you for your order, and you're going to receive an order confirmation email shortly. So that is going to go to the email address associated with your My Disney Experience account here. So make sure to look for that. You will also then, once your MagicBand ship, and that's going to be a lot closer to your actual travel dates. That's going to be after your final payment if you're on a resort package. So a few weeks prior, you're not going to get those until then if you're doing all the complimentary colors. So you're going to see your order again here, an order number. So what's nice is you can either select to print this page, maybe to a PDF and save it, so you have a record and you remember that you did it, or you can screenshot this page and save it in your pictures just to make sure you did it. Because if you go back in, you're going to then be able to edit and see them all that they're just the default gray again. And you can make edits. If you're not selecting one that you're purchasing, you can keep going in and editing that order. But do know that if you've done it once, you don't need to do it again. So that's important to know. And then you can go back to view your plans and go about your business in your My Disney Experience account. So hopefully that's helpful to you and answers any questions. If you do select one of the upgrade options, what's important to know is, let's say this morning I wanted to get that Star Wars band for Mickey, and Minnie, though, had been waiting for a Figment Magic Band that they put out from Epcot. It wasn't available this morning. So what happens is if I had selected the Star Wars Magic Band and that there was a cost associated with that, My Disney Experience is treating that like a purchase. And what happens is when you process it as a purchase, everything needs to be set. So those aren't going to be able to be edited as the complementary colors are. So if I purchased it, I need to make sure that all the bands I want to purchase, if I'm upgrading more than one, are available on the day in the same transaction that I'm going to purchase them. So if I am putting in any money, a credit card, to pay for any of these Magic Bands, that order will process and that will ship a lot sooner than the complementary colors and often before your travel date. So basically it's handled as a purchase transaction. So if they're going to accept any monies, if you're paying for anything, that will go through and you'll get those a lot sooner. But that little trick is needing to have, if more than one person in your party wants a customized, an upgraded theme there, they all have to be available. So like I mentioned earlier, check first thing in the morning. I usually tend to see, or really, really late at night, if you're a night owl, I tend to see the most inventory at that time. So good luck and have a magical vacation.